Hey, first grade. So at this point in your day, you need your social studies activity packet. Okay, it looks like this. And you're going to open it pretty far through, a little more than halfway through, okay, to page 94. Again, the page numbers don't go in order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They do go in order, but they skip around quite a bit. The last page we did was 84. Okay, and then if you can find that page, you just flip to the next. It says fact and opinion. Fact and opinion. Hopefully you remember on Tuesday we read the magazine Celebrate America, and we talked about different symbols. What a symbol is something that represents something else. And today we're going to just do our 2 activity pages. So right now, make sure you have that packet with you, okay? You're open to fact and opinion, page 94, and you have a pencil. If you don't have those things yet, please pause the video and grab them now. Hopefully you recall sorry, I live on a really loud street. Hopefully you recall our brain pop video, which Annie and Moby talked about the difference between facts and the difference between opinions. And just to refresh your memory, a fact is something that can be proven. It actually says it right here, okay? And an opinion is something that cannot be proven. It's usually more like a feeling that a person has. And sorry, my cat is in the room and she looks so cute. I wish I could show her to you. Maybe I can. Hold on, let's see if I can do this. Can you see her in there? Hi. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Mrs. F. Focus, focus. Okay. Where were we? Oh, fact and opinion. So a fact you can prove. You could literally go into Google, into an encyclopedia, look up information and prove that yes, this information is in fact true. It is correct. An opinion is more of how somebody feels or thinks about something. For example, I could say, this glass has water inside. That's a fact. It does. I can prove that it has water inside because if I were to pour this, everything would get wet, right? So I don't even have to look that up. I can just prove that. And an opinion might be, my cat looks so cute right now. Because even if you agree with me, it's just my opinion, okay? It's how I feel about something. Now, this worksheet is a little tricky. True story, it's a little tricky. Because when we talk about facts and opinions, there is a little bit of gray area sometimes that can make it hard to discern. That means to tell the difference between 2 things. So we're gonna work through this one together. So please have this ready to go. We're gonna start with number 1. And the directions say there's a statement, lots of different statements, and we have to decide, is that a fact, something that can be proven, or is it an opinion, something that cannot be proven? Number 1. Oh, and we'll put an F for fact, right? That stands for fact, and an O for opinion, opinion. Number 1, most Americans believe in freedom for everyone. Now they're starting us off right away with a tricky one, fact or opinion. We could do research on this idea, and we could take a survey of all Americans and ask the question, do you believe in freedom for everyone? And if our results showed us that most Americans, meaning, over 70% do believe in freedom for everyone, then we could prove this as a fact, even though it kind of sounds like an opinion. Most Americans believe in freedom for everyone. So this one, if you thought this is a fact, this is something that can be proven, you're right. But if you felt like, this seems more like an opinion, like somebody saying, oh, most Americans believe in freedom for everyone. It can kind of be both. Yeah. It's kind of not a great example because it's giving us one that's a little tricky right off the start. And now my cat's on top of my paper. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and write F for fact because we could technically do some research. We could do a survey. If we could technically survey, meaning ask all Americans if they believe in freedom and they give us a yes or a no, then we could come up with a factual answer. So I'm going to put F for fact. If you thought O for opinion because the statement itself comes across as an opinion, like somebody just saying, oh, most Americans believe in freedom, it does sound like that too. So I'm going to put F for fact, but if you put O for opinion and you'd want to argue that with me, I'd agree with you too. Okay, number 2, the Statue of Liberty should be red, white, and blue. Number 2, the Statue of Liberty should be red, white, and blue. Should be red, white, and blue. Do you think that's a fact, something that we can prove that it should be red, white, and blue, or an opinion? What do you think? Hopefully you said, oh, opinion. If we hear the phrase should be, that's usually someone's opinion. Well, I think we should have no recess. That's my opinion, right? I can't really prove that we should, well, unless I did some research. See, again, there's a lot of gray area here, but that one's going to be O for opinion, number 2. Ready for number 3? Number 3 says, the Liberty Bell is in Philadelphia. The Liberty Bell is in Philadelphia. Is that a fact or is it an opinion? Hopefully you said fact. If we went into Google and we typed in Liberty Bell, where is the Liberty Bell? The answer would pop up, the Liberty Bell is in Philadelphia. That is a fact. We could take a trip, we could take a field trip to Philadelphia and see it there ourselves. So F for fact. Number 4, the bald eagle is beautiful. Number 4, the bald eagle is beautiful. Fact or opinion? It's an opinion. There's plenty of people who would disagree and say the bald eagle is ugly. Even if you think and you agree with the statement that the bald eagle is beautiful, that doesn't make it a fact, right? It's still an opinion. Okay, number 5, the Statue of Liberty is a symbol of freedom. Number 5, the Statue of Liberty is a symbol of freedom. This is another weird one, y'all. We read in our magazine that the Statue of Liberty is a symbol of freedom. And if you go on the internet, if you go into an encyclopedia and you look up the Statue of Liberty, you will see a sentence that says the Statue of Liberty is a symbol of freedom. There are probably people out there, though, who would argue that it's not a symbol of freedom, who have a different opinion about it. So sometimes some people might think that this is more of an opinion. But based on the information that we read from our magazine that gave us information on different American symbols, we're going to go with F for fact. However, you could argue that it is an opinion. I know, there's a lot of gray area. Gray area is meaning when something's not one or the other. It's not black or white. What happens when you mix black and white together? You get this kind of gray color, this sort of in between. And there's a lot of things in our life that are in the gray color, that are in the gray area. That's what we mean when we say that. Okay, let's keep going. Let's do this. Number 6. Memorial Day is the last Monday in May. Memorial Day is the last Monday in May. Is that a fact or an opinion? Well, if I go online and I type in Memorial Day, you'll see it says, yes, it is the last Monday in May. That's just a fact. Da-da. So we are going to put F for fact. Number 7. Memorial Day is the best holiday. Fact or opinion? It's an opinion. This could be an answer for a writing prompt I gave you. If I said, what do you think is the best holiday? Somebody might say Memorial Day is the best holiday but just because it's your opinion, and even if you agree with it, doesn't make it a fact. O for opinion. O for opinion. If you think a holiday, there's plenty of people who disagree and don't think Memorial Day is the best holiday. That's more of, that's what we call subjective. Something is subjective, that means there's more than one answer to it. Sort of. All right, number 8. Let's keep going. We're almost done. You're doing a great job. Flag Day is a boring holiday. Flag Day is a boring holiday. Fact or opinion? Hopefully you said, oh, for opinion. That's just an opinion. Some people might think Flag Day is a fun holiday. Some people might agree and say it's boring. Either way, it's an opinion. All right, great job. We're gonna take this, flip it over, one more page to do. You're doing great. All right. Oh, and oh my gosh, you know what, y'all? I almost forgot that you can put the date at the top of these pages. Oh gosh, I'm gonna put it on this next one. It's 10-15-20. Y'all remember last week Sam saying that when it's the 15th, we'll be counting by fives? 10, 15, 20. October 15th, 2020. So you can put the date. Sorry if you already did, great. All right, this is just our little assessment based on our weekly magazine that we read on Tuesday. So hopefully your memories are still pretty good. Let's go through it together. Number 1, this image shows the blank. So the image they're talking about is right here. Does it show A, France, or B, the Liberty Bell? That's got to be B, so circle B. Circle B for Liberty Bell. That's the Liberty Bell. That's in Philadelphia. All right, number 2. This picture shows the Statue of, is it A, the Statue of Liberty, or is it B, the Statue of Eagles? Statue of Liberty. Thank you, circle A. Okay, number 3. Something that stands for something else is called a, is it called a symbol, or is it a B, flag? Something that stands for something else. It's a symbol, right? So circle A for symbol. A symbol is something that stands for something else. A flag can be a symbol of something, right? Like our American flag is a symbol of freedom, but the word itself, symbol, means something that stands for something else. All right, number 4. On patriotic holidays, right over here, you will see American blank in many places. On patriotic holidays, you will see American blank in many places. Will you see American statues in many places, or will you see American flags in many places? Statues or flags? Hopefully you said B, flags. Yes, American flags are a great symbol of patriotism as well as freedom, right? And so when we have American holidays, you will usually see American flags all over. Number 5, what do we celebrate on Independence Day? What do we celebrate on Independence Day? Is it A, freedom, or is it B, reading? A, freedom, or B, reading? Hopefully you said A, freedom. Yes, we celebrate freedom on Independence Day, right? Yeah. Okay, last part, and then you're almost done. Write the best answer on the line. Write the best answer on the line. Repeated itself twice. Okay. Name 2 American symbols that stand for freedom. Okay, so thinking back onto some of the things that we, American symbols that stand for freedom that we read about on Tuesday. I don't have my, I wonder if this will work. Here's what our, oh my gosh. Here's what the cover looked like, if you remember. I'll read you the cover one more time. It says, a symbol, the Statue of Liberty and the Liberty Bell are symbols of freedom. Americans believe in freedom for everyone. Have you noticed that the old mission in churches, okay, anyway. Sorry, I'm getting on a tangent, getting distracted now. So, name 2 American symbols that stand for freedom. Well, just based off our cover, you could probably give me 2. I'm actually not gonna do this one with you. I'm gonna make you do it on your own. So, 2 American symbols that stand for freedom. Don't forget that up here, if you need help writing some, there are different words like Statue of Liberty, Liberty Bell, that are all up there that you could use as your answer. If you have some different answers though, that you know off the top of your head, like American flag or something else, feel free to write your own. So 2 American symbols that stand for freedom. 2 American symbols that stand for freedom. So that's it. You did it. I just want to say shout out to you for being so flexible and having another day of not Zooms. We got to Zoom in the morning, but so short. I hope the videos worked out for you and that maybe you had a fun day of doing them at your leisure when you were ready to do certain activities. Please don't forget, you don't have to upload these ones too. If you'd like to upload these to Seesaw, I would love to see them, but you don't have to because technically I didn't list it as in the red or whatever because we normally do it together. And so, but if you'd like to, I always love to see your work. That's it for your social studies. The rest of the day, if you haven't already done it, your spelling city games, okay? Remember, that's your spelling test. Please, please, please log on. There's still a few friends who haven't done it, and I need you to start doing that. So definitely get on your spelling city. And then, oh, the final one was your choice, because I know it's trickier when you have a day without me on the Zoom. So journal, more Lexia if you'd like, RAS Kids, athletics, read to self. That's also a choice you can do. All right, I'm gonna stop talking and you can get off this video. Have a great 3-day weekend again. Bye.